Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome to my CRPG News Roundup for March 15th, 2025, where I take a look back in the week in computer and console role-playing game news and bring you the highlights. You'll have to excuse me a little bit. I've been, and still am, really sick, so there'll be none of the usual thumbnails in the corner and such. I'm just going to concentrate on trying to get these out. And we'll start with upcoming releases. Tales of Autumn is coming to a Nintendo Switch. It looks like it will launch on March 20th. It has been available on the PC for a couple of years now, and has you playing a rancher who just arrived in the town of Autumn. It's one of those ones where you build up your own farm and work to restore harmony to a town. The Burden of Command is set to release on April 8th. It'll be a World War II tactical leadership RPG where you play a captain and must both accomplish goals and build the trust and experience of your soldiers. There's apparently a lot of narrative depth in the choices that you can make. There is a demo available. Idegard will hit Steam Early Access on April 29th. It'll be set in the 16th century Norway and deal with a mercenary who has shape-shifting abilities. I don't generally cover rumors, but this one's been gaining traction over and over for the last few months. It looks like Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion will be getting a remake revealed relatively soon. It looks like it may be coming out within the next few weeks to months, and then the actual release will be shortly after the reveal. It'll be interesting to see if they manage to pull this one off. Cyber Knights Flashpoint is set to release on May 15th. It is a turn-based strategy game. It has been available in early access for a little while now. It has you controlling a crew of mercenaries who are pulling off heists to survive. Turn-based tactical RPG Norse was announced. It'll target the PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X/S, with a planned release date sometime later this year. It takes place in Viking Age Norway and has you engaging on a quest for vengeance after your father is murdered. Then Ardenfall is set to release into early access sometime this year. It looks like an immersive RPG set in the world of ancient cultures and features a wide variety of terrain and dungeons to explore. Gearspark was announced. It'll be a first-person action RPG inspired, at least thematically, by things like Arcanum of Magic and Steam Works Obscura and Dishonored, taking place in a world during an industrial revolution that also has magic in it. Knights of Frontier Valley will be a hardcore roguelike with a procedurally generated world inspired by RPGs from the 1980s and 90s. It looks like it'll have contributions from Rob Kuntz and published by Microprose. Town of Zoz was announced. It looks like it'll be an action RPG with a cooking theme, where you are recalled to your family's farm and restaurant after receiving a letter from your parents, where an ancient magical presence has threatened the village. Aether and Iron will be a tactical RPG with a narrative setup in an alternate 1930s, where an anti-grav technology has basically been discovered. You focus on building up your car, and there is turn-based vehicle combat with the flying vehicles. As far as actual releases go, Fate Reawakened saw its release. It includes 4 classic dungeon crawler titles from the Fate series with enhanced graphics. Then there is Rise of the Ronin, an action RPG set in 19th century Japan that was developed by Team Ninja. Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Full Land of Water and Light is a casual action RPG with a side-scrolling presentation and a completely new story. Iodine Chronicle 100 Heroes has another story expansion, this time story expansion The Chapter of Sane, which has you taking on the various aspects of the game, this time through that character's perspective. Orb of the Watcher is a party-based RPG where you explore various tunnels under a large city. It is an action RPG dungeon crawler. Song of Rats is an RPG with choose-your-own-adventure style elements in a sci-fi world where you explore a labyrinthine wreckage to uncover various secrets. There's a very minimalistic theme. Tribute of Minos is a dungeon crawler adventure set in ancient Greece. More likely, the mythological aspect you will explore various ruins and battle mythical beasts. Finally, there is a Mimic, which is a stealth dungeon crawler with RPG elements, where you play as a mimic, hiding amongst various objects and hunting adventurers, which is absolutely neat. And with that, we'll take a look at crowdfunding campaigns. Remember that contributing to a crowdfunding campaign should be done only at your own risk. Doing so is no guarantee of even receiving a product. Mentioned here is not an endorsement, but is for informational purposes only, and only a few caught my eye this week. There is Net Knight, which will target the Switch, PC, and mobile, and have you dealing with deck-building elements, action RPG elements, and a mix of handcrafted levels and procedurally generated exploration. It is inspired by the Mega Man Battle Network. And then there is Beast Slayer Origin, which will be a turn-based hunting RPG set in a world of monstrous beasts, where you are a slayer, a warrior tasked with tracking, battling, and mastering these creatures. On that note, I'm going to wrap things up here. This has been the RPG Crawler, my CRPG news roundup for March 15th, 2025. As always, links will be below. If you like what you see, remember to leave a like, comment out your feedback, and subscribe for more RPG content. Until next time, take care and goodbye.
And if you are still watching, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my supporters, the top tiers of which are listed on the screen, without whose support I would not have been able to offer the variety of content that I have on this channel throughout the years. If you're feeling particularly generous and would like to join them, you can support the channel. There are a variety of options to do so. I have a Patreon, a Subscribestar, as well as channel memberships enabled. If you are not in a position to contribute, simply leaving a like, a comment, or sharing my videos are all wonderful ways to help the channel grow without spending a dime, and are all greatly appreciated.